Hey YouTube, Hannikin here with another Geek K. Today, this is kind of a response to a previous video that I released probably recently when I'm filming this actually. Because these actually, well, I don't have all of them yet, but they started arriving, they actually arrived within 3 days, which is crazy. So, a couple videos, or a video or two ago, whatever, maybe my last video, I don't know what order this is going to be released in, I reviewed the Heroes of the Storm set from Funko. And in that video, I talked about another series that I was not sure what it was, but I had a different version of the Lich King Arthas figure. Well, I went after that video and looked online and figured out where that's from, and it's actually, and I think I put a banner on the video and a link in there. It's a series called Cute but Deadly, which is actually released from Blizzard. So I went on to eBay and started looking for the rest of the series so I could complete that series as well. So I have both, so I can compare them for you. I don't have all of them here yet, and I'm not ordering all of them. I'm expecting one more figure, and I don't care for the Murlocs and the rare editions that they made of this set is weird. So I did not get that as well, and mainly because there's one figure, or there's 3 figures that are rare in this set. Let's get into it first. So the series, like I said, is Cute but Deadly. The box art, I mean, it's from Blizzard, so it's obviously amazing. The figures themselves are amazing. This is the series. So as you can see, you have 6 figures with the Murloc there, which I did not order because I don't really care for it. But the rare editions, there's 2 different Murlocs, which are just different colors. So the green is normal. I think there's an orange one and a white one, which again, don't want Murlocs, don't care for them. So did not get that. And then the last one is it's an identical version of Arthas, the Lich King, except it's the Frost version, which just means it's a solid. The paint job is like there's nothing to it. It's literally just a clear, a frosty white, solid color with some bluish highlights, kind of similar to the Nova edition, the Covert Nova edition of Kerrigan, or I guess it's not really Kerrigan, it's just Nova, but still, it's similar to that, but it's not see-through. So I did not get that one, mainly because those rare editions are like $50 a piece, which is ridiculous. These are actually a lot more expensive by comparison than individually buying the mystery minis. Mystery minis usually run for about $5 to $7 a piece. These are flat rate 10 on if you order from Blizzard. Like I said, I got them on eBay, so I got them for a little cheaper. I got them for around $7 or $8 each, which was not bad. And I think I got one for like $5, which I'm not sure which one that was. Maybe I don't know. But without further ado, let's actually get into the ones that I have for you today, and then when the other one gets here, I will add that into my review or I will do an individual review on that as well. I'm breaking it up in order to save time because the last video for those was very long and I don't want to put too much into it. So let's get into it. So first up, the first figure, this is probably one of my favorite figures. First of all these figures, the sculpts on these are flipping amazing. They all come with stands, which is awesome, and they really need them because they're extremely top heavy. So the first one is Sylvanas, which I'm not really familiar which one she's from. I don't know if she's from WoW or if she's just from Warcraft in general. because she looks just like a night elf. I have played the original Warcraft. I actually enjoy Warcraft, the original Warcraft, because it's just like StarCraft. But I'm not a fan of WoW, so again, I'm not familiar with where this comes from specifically. But it is actually a really cool figure, and I don't know if you can tell, she's sitting on her little stand there, and she floats and like she's leaning kind of backwards floating, and she's got a little bow that attaches to her arm, which doesn't attach very well, but attaches to her arm. This is actually a really cool figure, and I really like this figure. Outside of the normal, like the primary two figures that you'll see, which I'm definitely gonna like, but I don't have all of them. That's also another thing. They did a better job of choosing which characters to do in this set, because obviously it's Blizzard and they know which character is going to be more popular. So yeah, I mean, ultimately this is awesome. So kind of taking to account the video that I put out for the Mystery Minis, and I gave negative reviews on the paint job for the face. I didn't like the fact that there was no detail put into the faces in the sculpt. It was very flat. The way they got around it in here is to actually shape the skull, which actually worked very well. They still painted on the face, as you can see, but they shaped and profiled the face instead of just having a smooth, round shape, which actually gives it more depth and makes it look a lot better. It makes that paint job pop more. Which I wish Funko would have done that with the Mystery Minis. They would have probably been a lot better figures. The detail in these is insanely crazy. The hair it's like white and awesome, and I love the cloak, and she actually sits and rests on the cloak. Little itty bitty, I like the little itty bitty legs and arms on these things, but they are very, very top heavy. And they actually are like, they move around a little bit, the arms and whatnot, but they're so tiny, and the hair and the head is so big that it prevents it from actually moving. But it is, they are kind of a little bit give. Now, if you drop these, they probably will break because they are heavy. That's why they have the stands, so it's very difficult to display these. I will caveat that, make sure you take care with them not to drop them, because in one of the other figures, I'll really touch base on that and why, and you'll see. But yeah, be careful. So yeah, Sylvanas. So that's the first one. Awesome. Really loved that one. So moving on, the next figure up is going to be from StarCraft, and it is awesome as well. This is Zeratul. I really wish Funko would have put this in the Mystery Minis, because this would be a really, really popular character from the series that they could throw in for StarCraft to increase the amount of StarCraft characters instead of having duplicates of crappy versions of Jim Raynor. This set doesn't actually have Jim Raynor, go figure. But I would have loved to see what they did with him and how it actually turned out. It wouldn't, I don't think it would have fit with the stylized way they did these, but this is actually one of the figures where like you can fully pose, or you can fully see the articulation of the hand. You can like twist the hands around, which is cool, and they actually pop out. So when they rendered the sculpt, they actually rendered it, I guess, in pieces and then popped it together, which is kind of cool. I love the detail on this figure. It is awesome. Like the hair, you can see where he cut his hair off. The cape, the loincloth, the face mask. It's amazing. And like they actually went into detail on the face behind the mask, and it looks like they just glued the mask on after the fact, which ingenious and more detail. So not gonna argue on that one. This is one of the greatest figures I've ever seen as far as like quality and detail. I will post a link to so Blizzard didn't actually build them themselves. They went through a third-party company who focuses on on making this vinyl figures. It's a lot more expensive for them to make, and you have to order mass quantities. And they don't like release their own figures. They release to, they sell to other companies and whatnot. But you can get your own figures made and sell them if you want and whatnot. So it's really cool. They don't actually list all of their different partner work on their website, but they list some of it. So I'll post a link to the company's website. I'm forgetting the name off the top of my head. I apologize, but there will be a link in the description of this video as well. But yeah, and I love the flowing cape on this guy. I can't stop looking at him. It's so awesome. All right, we got to move on though. I've got more figures for you. So next up, this is going to be one that we've seen already. So I'll just briefly touch on it. So this is the one I already had of Arthas, and I'm going to put him side by side with the one with the listing Arthas that I've got from Funko. But yeah, like I said, I already reviewed this figure. It's the detail's awesome, the sword is awesome. I'm not going to get too much base, but I wanted to make sure that I included it as part of the set to reference how I found these figures and got turned on to these figures. Yeah, and I believe this actually was in a LootCrate. Because it was a Warcraft kind of themed LootCrate, I believe. I got him, well, no, not Warcraft, but like, well, basically, except I got a Homer Simpson figure as well, which, not Warcraft, but it was a LootCrate, and I got him, and I got a little plushy Hearthstone, which I lost. It annoys me. Someone took it because I took it to work with me and I had it on my desk and someone took it, which, anyway, and then I got a little like replica coin as well in that one, I think, from Hearthstone, the game as well. So all in all, you got a bunch of different Warcraft and Hearthstone stuff from that specific box. I'm not sure if I don't think everyone, because of their blind boxes, everyone probably got a different Mystery Mini, which is where everyone who's selling these on eBay has probably got them from, because I doubt anyone, they're not really, Blizzard's website is not the greatest website to find these. You have to know what you're looking for in order to find them. They actually make, they sell merchandise for the Cute But Deadly series, which is pretty cool, and I might actually get one. They have like t-shirts and hoodies with the artwork on it. So the way this works, and whatnot, the artwork is actually Blizzard's artwork. They designed the figures. They provide said art, or they worked with the company to work out the artwork. So Blizzard probably created the artwork themselves and provided that to the company. I don't know if that's in like drawings or if they actually provided them 3D renderings or whatnot, but they worked the artwork with the company, and that's how this company actually works. And then they model it and test and whatnot, and then Blizzard bought a bunch of them and sold them in blind boxes, which is really ingenious. So, boxing again, rambling, I'll move on. Arthas figure, we've already seen him, so let's get on to the next figure. So this is the last figure I have. I did not get, these all, again, also came from the same buyer, it turns out. So they were all packaged together, which is why I got them at the same time. I am still missing, or still waiting on the Diablo character. But I do have the Queen of Blades. So, yeah, let's look at this character. So, here we have, first, this isn't the one that came with this. This is the Funko one, for comparisons. This is the Queen of Blades. This is the figure I was telling you about that is so top heavy. She falls 5 times a minute. Like, it's crazy. I set her down, and like me walking by in the same room, she will probably fall over. It is so top heavy. Like, I don't know if you can, like, it is like crazy. Like, she won't even balance on my hand. That's insane. And it's not like, this is like solid mass, and she has the smallest body out of all of them, which is weird. She is not articulated like the rest of them, which means that she's also the worst character in the fact that she falls a lot, and she will probably be the most likely to break because her articulation of her head and her arms and whatnot, they don't move around. So by comparison, the wings are really tiny and very delicate compared to the wings on this one, which are way more larger. And the face. So again, the way they did the face, I hate that paint job and flat face. Annoying. And the ears, the way they rendered them was weird. The way they did it here is they just sculpted a little bit of detail. They gave the nose some shape, and they gave the chin some shape, and then they just indented the mouth for the paint job. And it makes it look way better. A little bit of detail goes a long way. So much better. There's a little scuff mark on her face, but whatever. And this is actually the Queen of Blades from the, or this is not, I soapboxed, I don't want to get into it, the other video, so go watch that one on which rendition they chose for, or which game version of the Queen of Blades they chose. This was original, StarCraft 2. This one is later on in the story, which is a better one. It looks like this is actually the one from StarCraft 2, the Zerg edition. I forget the name of the actual, that they gave the actual series, but it's the first expansion pack where you're playing the Zerg storyline. So it looks amazing, and the hair, oh my god. I mean, it's heavy as hell, but I mean, look at that. Like, so much detail, such a beautiful character. So it's such an awesome figure. I can't wait to display it. I don't know where. I will probably display these right underneath and move that stuff somewhere else. But I don't know if you'll be able to see it there. We'll see. I do have some boxes that these came in, so I don't have one for Arthas, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so that's the last one that I had for you. These are the cute but deadly series from Blizzard. They are amazing figures and sculpts. Yes, they're a little bit more expensive if you're ordering off Blizzard website for a mystery blind box. And you can't order a case. You have to order them individually at $10 a piece. I have not seen them anywhere else. I don't think you can get them from anywhere else. They don't work with third-party sales because they spent probably so much to the company that made these. They want to control the value or something. I'm not sure. It's Blizzard. They control everything themselves. They do everything themselves. So, yeah. And Kerrigan fell. So, like I said, you got to put something behind her. She almost needs 2 stands, one for her and one for her hair. But I digress. It's still an awesome figure, and I love it. So again, this has been the Cupid Deadly series from Blizzard. Look for one more of these when I get the Diablo. I'll do a comparison of the Diablo figure, which will be the really good one because I actually loved the Diablo figure from the Mystery miniseries. So that one will be a really good comparison video. As always, if you liked the video, or if you didn't like the video, comment below. Tell me Tell me what you liked, tell me what you didn't like. If you liked it, subscribe, give me that thumbs up. Be on the lookout for some more videos. I'm going to be putting out a lot of videos within the next couple of weeks because, again, we're still getting at the end of the month. I still haven't got any subscription boxes. They're on their way. At least, you know, the ones that give me tracking numbers, I know they're on the way. I usually get Geek Fuel already by now, but they changed their shipping method to FedEx, and like I said in a previous video, FedEx sucks to ship to me. It's the worst shipping method in the world to me, which I can't, well, I guess I can't say the worst because I think UPS is probably just as slow, if not slower. I think DHL would probably come to be better just based off where I am. But USPS is the way to go for me. Priority mail. It just gets here so fast. So that's probably what's holding them up, and it might be why LootCrate takes forever, because LootCrate always arrives to the last day or one of the last 2 days of the month here. I don't know why. I'm actually in a better place, a closer place to the distribution center than I used to be. Like, when I first signed up for LootCrate, and those used to get here by now. So I don't understand it. I think it's the fact that they probably ship through FedEx. I can't track them, so I don't know. They might ship through FedEx, I'm not sure. But I've got soapboxing, whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching. As always, Hannikin for Geek K. Come back, YouTube.